guys, it's Karina Sweet, and I'm back with another video on Tuesday. Today should be Tuesday, okay? So, I decided today we will be doing do-it-yourself slime. I've been seeing this on YouTube a lot, well, just from Shane Dawson. I just thought it was so cool because all you need is glue. I have glitter glue too. Warm water and borax. I got this from my parents' house because my little brother and sister have been making a lot of slime lately, so I stole some borax from them. So I will be doing this, plus I will be telling a story time. Ooh, the lighting is changing. Is it looking? So we need this, a little less than this, so I might just do half of this and then this to make it glittery. And then we need the same amount of glue that you put in, that's the amount of warm water you have to put in. Okay, so I have these mason jars. It's so nifty because they have the ounces on the side, and that's what they tried to freaking measure it in on Pinterest, so thanks Pinterest. No one carries ounces. Like who, like what? I don't have a scale to measure out ounces. Did you fart? Friends! Ugh! So what we have to do is, you only need 1 teaspoon of borax. I'm surprised about that. I took all this borax from my little brother and sister. But they have a lot, so don't worry, I'm not taking. So what I do is I'll take 1 teaspoon of the borax and put it in my nifty little mason jar. Is that 1 teaspoon? Just put a little bit more. And then we'll take a half a cup of warm water, so a half cup, and pour that into the bowl. I need to stir that up. Okay. Yes, here we go. I'm a scientist. And then we need 4 ounces of other water. It's about 4 ounces. You see the 4? Yes. Okay. So now we pour 4 ounces of glue, and I'm not going to measure this out. This is a 5 ounce. Elmer's glue is 1.8 ounce. So I'll do half of this. Is that half? I don't know. I'm pouring half. That's not half. Oh, there's a hair in it. I don't want hair in my slime. We got it out. Crisis averted. So now we're going to take this kind of glue, the glitter glue. Yes, fancy. To make it look like my soul. I need a utensil. Oh, we'll use a fork. And so we'll pour the water into that 4 ounces of glue that we just put in there. And I guess you just stir it, so. We need some more glue. So now you just like progressively pour in the borax water mixture. So let's do this. Something's happening. Oh my. Am I Shane Dawson yet? Oh my gosh. Ooh, it's becoming slime. How cool. Ew. Ah, this is so exciting. Everyone should do this. So we'll go over to my parents' house, and Anthony and I will just play with their slime. Look, my little brother and sister's slime. I think I might have put too much borax. Oh, it's becoming bigger. Oh, this is getting hard. Oh no, I think I have too much borax in there. Okay, I'm gonna use my hands. Ew. Oh, I think I messed it up. I think I put too much liquid in it. Come back! Aww. I didn't mess it up. Oh my gosh. This is so freaking cool. It's not slimy. What did I do wrong? It's like putty. Still fun though. But I don't want it to break apart. What do? Maybe I should put more glue in it. You think that'll make it more slimy? Let's try it. Like, it's no fun when it like breaks apart. Anyway, well, I try to figure this out. So my story time that I was going to talk about was the day I crashed my parents' van. So growing up, we always had a van. My parents have 4 kids, so, you know, to get around you need So I put more glue in this, so hopefully it'll make it more slimy instead of jelly. Oh, no, I just think I ruined it. Oh, no. No, it's breaking. I don't know what I did. Look, like slime's not supposed to do that. When it says 1 teaspoon of borax, make sure you put 1 teaspoon. Warm water. So I wrecked my parents' van. When I was growing up, like in my high school days, ooh, this feels a lot more slimy, okay. In my high school days, I lived in the neighborhood. They were like really big on like going to the mud hole. What the mud hole is like for people to take their big trucks out and get it all dirty pretty much. It's actually really fun. We wouldn't really go mudding because we would just go there to go out and drink. We were in high school, which I don't recommend. I never really had a car in high school. So like one day my parents let me drive their van out to the mud hole because I don't remember. I was dating someone and like we were having like some issues. We weren't even really dating. We were just like talking. You know that stupid like term in high school where you talk. So it's still breaking apart. I'm going to try more water and more glue. It's still fun to play with in the bowl. But like I don't want to like take it out and play with it because I don't want to get it everywhere. So anyway, I had my parents' van. I think I actually went by myself. Like I was going to meet my friends up there. Like a lot of people that I knew, they didn't live like close to me or anything, so I wouldn't go ask them to pick me up or whatever. Anyway, I somehow convinced my parents to let me take the van out there. It was like a Kia Sorento, not a Sorento, I don't know, Kia Sedona. It was a Kia Sedona. I drove it all the way back into the mud hole. Like normally people drive really big trucks back there, and I drove my big family van to the mud hole. And and I don't know, the night, I remember not really drinking much because I had to drive. It was one of the nights that the cops were called. We were all talking and laughing and hanging out. I think we had a bonfire. I think we couldn't have bonfires because that's what would tip off the people that didn't allow us back there. So like we had like a bonfire and we weren't supposed to, and so we saw the police sirens or the police lights, and so everyone started just running. The one night that I bring my parents' van, when the police come, everyone just jumps in cars. Like the owners of the cars go into their car, obviously, but anybody that doesn't have a car just goes into random cars. I think one of my friends and then one random guy like jumped into my parents' van. So I jumped into the van, I backed up, and there's this the tiniest tree that you can think of. It was a tall tree, but it was super skinny. Like it might have been like this big. Like the tree was that big. And I backed up as fast as possible. And I hit the tree, of course. I was like, oh, that's a little tree. Like, it didn't do anything to the van, whatever. I dropped them off, and I just drove home. And I didn't even look at the back of the van. Dumb me. Because I didn't think it was a big deal. But apparently it was. I got home, I fell asleep, I woke up, and I went outside. And I looked at the back of the van. It wasn't a really big dent. Well, it was a big dent. I called my grandmother. She lives in Vegas. She has nothing to do with us here in Florida. And I called her and I said, Grandma, I went out last night and I ran into a tree. She goes, oh, honey, what? I said, yeah, there's a pretty big dent in the back of the van. She goes, well, you have to tell your dad. And I was like, what? What? No, I'm not telling my dad. Are you crazy? She goes, tell your dad and your mom now and get it out of the way rather than find out later and they'll be like hella pissed. And so I go, okay, Grandma, somehow I've got to muster up the strength to go tell my parents that I wrecked their car. So I tell my dad and my mom and they go outside and they look at it. They look at the damage that I've caused. And honestly, they weren't even that mad. My dad got a little angry at first, but since I didn't hit anything but a tree, like I didn't hit another car or a person or anything, since the van was still working like how it should be, it just didn't look pretty, they were fine with it. So that was the time that I went to the mud hole and crashed my parents' car. I don't think I took any of their cars out there after that. After that, I became friends with somebody that really liked to go to the mud hole. Like I think I introduced it to her. She really liked it and she had a car, so we always went. It looks like the slime came out as silly putty. It's pretty cool to play with. So still kind of slimy. If you hold it like that, it'll kind of look like slime. Look. Oh, it's breaking. That's why it's not slime. Thank you for watching. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I put out videos every Tuesday and Saturday, and I'll see you on Saturday. Bye!